All right, hello everyone once again. My name is Ugur, which means good luck in Turkish. I'm a PhD researcher and a medtech entrepreneur, and I'm helping people with disabilities. I'm currently about to finish my PhD at Imperial, which is my fourth degree and hopefully the last degree that I will have. And that was based on Unhindr's idea. Here, what is it? Here is the idea and the story. So this is Peter. Peter lost his legs in a bike accident, as well as his arms when he was going to his birthday party. And since then, he's wearing prosthetic sockets. So if you lose your leg and if you ever want to walk again, you have to wear a prosthetic socket, a hard plastic made of hard shell that doesn't change its shape. Unfortunately, the problem with the sockets are our bodies change shape throughout the day, but the sockets don't change. They rely on 19th century technologies, whereas they have very advanced joints like ankle joints and knee joints. So did you actually know that you are 1.5 centimeters shorter in the evening compared to mornings because of gravity, or your hands and feet are actually larger in the evening? So this is the main problem. And that's why we have flexible clothes, which is logical. But when you lose a limb, they give you something that is not flexible. And that's where the problem is starting. So Peter wears his sockets in the morning. 3 hours later, it starts hurting. 3 weeks later, the pain becomes unbearable and he visits a hospital for adjustments. But those adjustments are just temporary. And then the pain comes back. Eventually, he gets the wounds that he cannot walk anymore. He goes back to his wheelchair to wait for the new sockets to be made, which are actually going to cause the exact same problem. This cycle repeats up to 4 times in a year. And he's not the only one. Every year, 300,000 people lose a leg, majorly due to diabetes. And 3 out of 4 amputees are not happy with their prosthetics. And moreover, this is a massive healthcare fund waste. You know, the recent this stretch about NHS budget and everything. And imagine you have a problem that is also adding up on top of that every year. And sorry to show you at this late evening, but this is when I say comfort, this is what it does. This is when it doesn't fit what it does to their leg. It just breaks their skins. But what if we had an idea? What if we had a technology that goes inside of the socket, made of a soft material, and also adapts to those chains when the leg changes shape? And what if this material, this device, used AI to understand that person's changes throughout the day and adapt to them without needing clinic visits? We call it Roliner, the world's first robotic liner. It uses simple yet unique principle happening inside of this tiny air bubble. When the leg expands or when the leg shrinks, the air pressure of the bubble changes, and an AI algorithm understands these changes to adapt to them and keeps the limb fitted throughout the day. But more importantly, it allows amputees to change its fitting and comfort settings via their mobile phones without going to a clinic. These settings then learned by Rolliner's AI processor and done automatically in the future. So far, this is just about the technology brief, and so far these are some of the awards we have won. The project has started in 2016, and we won various academic and industrial awards. And the Mayor's Entrepreneur was probably the most prestigious one that we won. And last month, we just won $500,000 Innovate UK grant, and with that one, we reached the 1.4 million in fundraising via grants. But still, I will say, Mayor's Entrepreneur is still the most prestigious awards we got. We also got industrial interest from prosthetic companies, which that we are currently in negotiation with them. But there is one last thing I want to tell before explaining my story, my journey with Mayor's Entrepreneur. And this is a message that I would personally like to ask you to take out from this conversation and share it with your loved ones. By end of today, 456 more people will never walk again like they used to do. And it could be you, me, or Peter, or your loved ones. There is no guarantee. Last year, it has been a very interesting year, and we were the first online cohort of Mayor's Entrepreneur as well. So starting from the application process and the pitching and the training process was online, which initially I was a bit upset that it would be online. However, it was actually a very good experience that I didn't feel like we missed out something, except maybe having these trainings by Tower Bridge, like by Thames River and in a nice city hall. But apart from it, I think everybody has been so lovely and so helpful from the application time. Before I applied, I will be just honest with you, we won so many awards, but I was like, I don't think we will get it because it's such a prestigious award. I was very intimidated from the competition itself. But the moment I met Gillian and Kath and Sally and all the training team, they just made me comfortable, and that really restored my confidence in a sense that I felt more comfortable to actually go with the semifinals and the finals. You don't have to have everything in perfect. You just need to believe in yourself, that you have the skill, that you believe in this idea, and you have the skill and you can do it. I will be honest with you, when I was first pitching this for a student competition at Imperial for 10K, £10,000, I've been rejected and I've been told that I'm not good enough to actually take this project forward because I was only one person. And also the idea wasn't good enough, according to the judging panel. Just one month after that, I won £200,000 grant. Nothing changed, same me, same one person, the same idea. Yet, if I would just stop because some people who happen to be in the judging panel said I'm not good enough, then I would never come to this level. So if you're going to be an entrepreneur, if you're going to be a mayor's entrepreneur, one thing you should have is self and persistent. Successful people are not successful because they're successful. Successful people are successful because they fail until they success. They don't stop. And this is the same for you. So whatever you get from, in the end, this is a competition, but whatever you get or you don't get, you're getting an amazing training. Okay, you are going to be part of a cohort. You are going to be part of something that will add up to your skills, you will learn things as you're just starting. You will learn things, and those things are the outputs you should be collecting. Because if you don't win this year, or if you don't win this, it's not the end of the world. You may win it for the next year, or you learn all of your training and then use that training that you got from Mayor's Entrepreneur to get actually more funding from different. So it is don't stress yourself or your team that this is the only deal, that if you're not going to get this. If you get it, it's great, but if you don't get it, just make use of all the opportunities it provides you. I think that is the most important thing about this competition.